All right, and for the main event, we got Ciryl Gane taking on Alexander Volkov. Gane coming in here 8-0, 31 years old, 247 pounds, 6'4", with an 83-inch reach. The comeback on Volkov, he is 33-8, 32 years old. He's the full 265. I believe he's going to be probably the full 265 when they step in the cage. The height, 6'7", with the 81-inch reach. So Gane's got him on the reach here, but he is going to be a couple inches shorter. So going back to the last couple fights for Gane here, he has a decision win over Rosenstrike where he, kind of kept Rosenstrike out at bay and avoided the big punch that Rosenstrike looks for in every single one of his fights. And, he did work. He's a solid fighter. He got basic fundamentals. His fundamentals are solid, and they're pretty much what wins him fights. He doesn't get taken down. He has a clean jab. Former training partner of Ngannou, if you didn't know. And, he got wins over a knockout win over Dos Santos, a decision win over Tanner Boser, who we were just speaking about. Arm triangles over Rafael Pessoa. He can do it all. He can get submissions. He can get knockouts. He can go the full distance and win. He's not going to be someone that gasses out. But the flip side for Volkov here, he's coming off 2 knockout wins, one against Overeem and then the other against Walt Harris, both in the second round. He's looking phenomenal, man. He looked like he's coming into his own right, and he's really looking like he's hitting his prime right now. His teep kicks are deadly. They're folding people in half. His jab, it's almost like a semi-shield type jab where he's coming down, using that momentum because he's so tall, and he's catching people, hook combos and the whole nine. He does have a couple setback losses to Curtis Blades, unanimous decision loss where Blades does what he does and kind of put him on his back and made him work for those. I can't believe it. I can't remember if it was 3 or 5 rounds, but yeah, man, made him work and ultimately got that grinding decision. He does have a knockout loss to Derek Lewis in the final 10 seconds of the third round, which if he didn't get knocked out, he would have definitely won a decision. He was folding Derek Lewis left and right. That was that infamous interview where he was saying his boy Trump he had to do it for Trump, knock out Putin and shit. So that shit was funny. So yeah, man. So Volkov's been around, man. He's been in this game for a long time. He does have a lot of setbacks when he was younger, but who doesn't, But more or less recently, he's coming into his own right, and at dog odds here, I believe he is an underdog. I have to take Volkov.
All right. Ciryl Gane coming out of the MMA factory. Ciryl Gane coming in this fight, like you mentioned, undefeated, 8-0, taking on literally his biggest test yet. Volkov is a big man. Gane, he has great footwork. He's a very good. They're both actually very good kickboxers. Gane does fight a safe fight on the feet. He looks to score, and then he waits for his openings to go for the finish. And we haven't really yet to see Gane in any type of trouble too much, in the UFC so far. But he is up against a dog, man, and Volkov, who does love to bring it and goes for the finish. I think Volkov will be very aggressive in this fight, and I can see him trying to bring the fight to Gane and not just standing out and kickboxing with him. This fight is going to be a tough one to call for me, but I am leaning towards Gane, just picking him apart and trying to stay in the kickboxing range. But Volkov, you mentioned he is coming to his own, man. He's had some up and downs, but he's hit a stride where he's looked like a different guy, and he's actually seemed like he's even looks bigger now, like he's filling out more, and he's starting to let everything starting to come together. And I definitely think he has a great chance to win this fight. I'm gonna pick Gane. They have him at minus 150 for Ciryl Gane and plus 120 for Volkov. And it is a tough one to call here, and it depends on how much of a dogfight Ciryl Gane is going to decide to play. But I got Gane winning the decision.